Hi everyone, welcome to Nerdy Crochet Corner, and guess what we're going to make today? Yeah! Yay, you've got it! We're going to make Hogwarts scarves. Yes, this is my Hufflepuff one, and I think I'm going to make a Ravenclaw or Slithering one, depending on the yarn that I find tomorrow. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you are already a good crocheter and you know all of the things, um, click on in the description bar on the blog post and you just get the pattern, because in this video I am going through all the basics for people who have never crocheted in their life before, so that they can make a scarf as well. I want to do a quick shout out to all the Belgian Potterheads. You know who you are, because I love you guys. You have inspired me and you have given me the courage to make this video. It's a bit scary putting yourself out there, but you have supported me so much that I decided to do this, and I hope you guys enjoy. On to the tutorial. Okay, so I decided that it will be a Ravenclaw scarf, so I got a blue and gray yarn. It's from, I don't know if you can see this, it's from Saskia. It's the house brand from Rebra, but I'm using a 5mm crochet hook because it gets a looser result. It's more supple, and yeah, I like it a lot more. So I'm going to prep my yarn balls and then we can get started. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my blue yarn and my 5mm crochet hook. So it's very easy. You take your yarn and, well, I'm right-handed, so I take my hook in my right hand. And we're going to start off with what we call a slip stitch. It's very easy. So you take your yarn and you fold it double like this. I have to put my hook on the side. So you take it double, you twist one time, so you've got this loop over here, and I'm kind of holding it in my left hand. I put my index finger and my thumb in it, and I grab the yarn that's coming from the yarn ball, and I pull it through that loop that I made on the other side. This is what we call a slip stitch. Very easy to do. Put your hook into your loop that you made, into your slip stitch, and then you make it smaller by tugging on the long end. And now we are going to make a chain of 40. So what that means is that we're going to take our yarn, we're going to put it over our hook like that, and then we're going to pull that yarn piece through that loop that we just made, and that's one chain. Very easy, not difficult at all, super basic, but I'm going to show you again. So you yarn over, and what you just yarn over, you're going to take it with your hook and pull it through that loop that was on that hook already. That makes 2 chains. You're going to do that until you have 40. So yarn over, pull through. That's 3. Yarn over, pull through. That's 4. Yarn over, pull through. That's 5. Now I have 5 chains on my hook. I don't know if you can see that good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I've got my chain of 40. It's quite long, but this is going to be the width of your scarf. So what I want you to do is chain 2 more. So 1 and 2. Now, I'm going to teach you now the double crochet, and it's the stitch that we use all throughout the making of the scarf. So it's very easy. You only use one stitch, so it's not all that hard. And I'm going to show it now. So I've already have my hook into my loop. I'm going to put the yarn over my loop. I'm going to put the yarn over my hook, and then I'm going to count those 2 stitches that we put on there extra. So 1, 2. We're going to skip those, and we're going into the 3rd chain. So in between those 2 loops, we're going to yarn over again and pull it through that chain that we made before. And now you have 3 loops on your hook. So 1, 2, and 3. Now you're going to yarn over once more, and now pay attention, because this is where it gets difficult if you don't have any idea what we're doing. So you're going to take this loop right here, and you're going to pull it through this loop and this loop. Not this one, just those 2. So watch closely. So we're taking that yarn with us, pulling it through the 1st loop, the 2nd loop, but not the 3rd, because we're going to loop over again, and we're going to put it through the other 2 loops. And ta-da! You have made your first double crochet. Congratulations! Now, if you couldn't really follow, we're going to try again. Don't worry, we have 39 more to go, so we'll make it. At the end, you will get it. So you yarn over, you go into those loops, into those chains, you yarn over again, you pull it through, you now have 3 loops on your hook, you yarn over again, you pull it through you pull it through 2 loops like that, you yarn over one last time and pull it through those 2 loops. That's your 2nd double crochet. You have now 3 double crochets, and you have this little thingy. Those are those 2 chains that we made before. Those are quite important, but when you're making your double crochets right now, don't count that double crochet, because you get 41 and we don't want that. If you want to watch that double crochet one more time, just rewind this a bit. Yay, I have finished my 40 chains. Look at it. Yay! I hope that you have accomplished the same thing. Now, this is hardly a scarf, so we need to make a bit more of it. Very easy. We just take our yarn again and our hook, and we're going to make those chains again. Now, did you remember those 2 additional chains that we made here? Now we're going to make them over here as well. So how was it again? Oh yeah, you yarn over and you pull it through 1 chain, yarn over and pull it through 2 chains. To proceed with our scarf, we're going to need to go in this direction. Now the easiest thing to do is just flip it around. That's what everyone does. So we flip it around. We still have our chain 2, but the rest of our scarf is on the left side. We always work from right to left. So we're going to continue with our double crochets, and it's super easy. It's just like we've done before. we yarn over, and now we're going to, let's see, so that's our chain 1, chain 2, we're going to go into this hole right here. So into that one, put yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. 1 chain, one more time, yarn over into that next hole, so this one, go into it, and it's quite easy to see because we're working with a pretty big hook, so we're pulling it through, we're yarning over, pull through, yarn over and pull through. 2 chains, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2. 3 chains. So I've made it to the end of row 2, and I have done 39 double crochets, not counting that chain 2, not counting it. To go to so I'm going to do one more double crochet, I yarn over, and I go into that top chain 2 that we've done on that bottom row. I'm going into that one so that I get 40, and then it's a nice straight line over here, a nice straight line over here, and we can continue our scarf. So once again, that chain 2 like that, like we've done on to begin with and on the previous row. Going to turn our work, going to yarn over, going into that first stitch, so not the 2 chains but into the first stitch. I'm going to pull our yarn through, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through. The scarf consists of blue and grey, and it's going to be, I'm going to try to draw this, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12 rows of blue. Then we are going to do 2 rows of grey, 2 blue rows and 2 grey rows. We're going to repeat that. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. So I'm going to do it 7 times, and the last after the last time you're going to add 12 more blue rows. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I have finished my 12 rows of blue, and it looks like this now. I'll zoom out. But of course we're going to have to change to grey or silver or whatever color you want. To do that, so I've done my last double crochet. Now I'm just going to yarn over, pull through a bit of thread, cut off a bit and pull that through, all the way through, and then you leave that tail just hanging there. I'm going to turn my work over so that I can start a new row. Now I simply take my grey yarn, and I'm going to start like we started our blue at the very beginning. So we're going to make a slip stitch back. Now we got our new slip stitch. I'm going to put my hook in it, pull my loop shut, and we can continue. Now what am I going to do? You see this very first hole over here. I'm just going to put my hook in it. I'm going to go around with my yarn. I loop over, I pull it through the blue and through my slip stitch and pull everything nice and snug. And then I continue as usual. I chain 2, so 1 and 2, and then in that same hole, it's very important to put it in the same hole as you connected your gray to your blue. I'm going to put my first double crochet. So it's in the very same hole as where I put the slip stitch in. Okay, so I have finished my scarf and it's looking like this. It's quite long, so it's hard to get all on camera, but I actually just followed the pattern. Now what I still have to do is, I'm searching, yeah, is sewing in the tails, like over here. When you've changed color, you have these tails sticking out. It's very easy. You just take your needle. I had one. Just a sec. Found it. Very easy. You take your needle, put your thread through the needle, put it through the little holes and loops and all the things you can find, all the way through like that, with the other color as well. Can be a bit fiddly, but you'll get there in the end. Pull everything shut, take your scissors, snip off the ends, and it's nice and tucked in. Don't worry about it coming loose because you secured it when you changed your colors. Then the very last thing you have to do is attach the tassels. Now what I use for it is, of course, your yarn, and I use this little cutting board. It is approximately, I have some measure, it's about 14 centimeters, going like that, and I just take my yarn, I take my board, and I just wrap it around approximately 8 to 10 times, just like that, and I make sure that I end at the same place that I started. I take it off, I hold it like this, and then I cut it just like that, and I have about approximately 20 strands like that, 10 folded double. Then I take one end of my, I have to see, quite a large crochet hook. I think this is a number 10 or something. I fiddle it into a hole right on the corner like that. Put all of my threads in it. I know the lining sucks, I'm sorry. I pull everything through so that I got this loop going through my scarf. Put my thumb and index finger in the loop like we do a slip stitch. Take the rest of our tassels, pull it through, and pull it all shut. You can really tug on it, and then I do it. I ran out of yarn, so I can only show you one. So it looks like this. I do it on the other end, and then to fill it in between, I just fold it double, and then over here, that's the middle. That's where I'm going to put my next. And to know for in between this corner and the middle, I just fold that double, and now I have to put here one. And with my Hufflepuff one, I think I did 4 black and 5 yellow. So here it would be 4 gray and 5 blue. Okay, so that was it for the Hogwarts scarves. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if you're from another house and you didn't get to see your colors. I really hope I taught you something new and that you could follow along. If it was a bit hard, I am terribly sorry. For more info, check out my blog post. I will leave a link down below. And any comments or questions, feel free to ask them and I will try to answer all of them. I hope you could understand me. I'm a bit sick and my English isn't all that good, so I hope I was understandable. And yeah, share it with me, like this video, maybe even subscribe. I hope I get to do a lot more of these videos, and I hope I will see you next time. Bye!